What's up, guys? Hunter Friends here, back at it again with another video. And in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about if Justice Hunters is a good set to buy on pre-sale, or should you wait for the set to drop and buy them individually. So let's go ahead and get started. And off the bat, let's go into the deck cores. And I will say shout out to Gamer's Choice because they have some of the best pre-sales on the market usually. And we have Yuumi, we have K9, and we have Draco Tales. So Yuumi for 240 is expected because they've been doing so good in the OCG, of course. Coming to the TCG, we already know what's going on. K9, great with Vanquish Soul, and it's going to dominate the meta. And you have Draco Tales as well, a deck that actually does really well too. So if you underestimate it, it's definitely going to take you in the match. So right off the bat, this is the best side set we're getting this year. These decks are broken, and you'd honestly be good with any one of them. But I will say, again, the price for Yuumi is justified. Now, K9 was 200, sold out, came back as 200, then it went up to 220, and a friend actually hit me up and said, hey, what should I do? Should I buy this, or should I just wait until the set drops? I told him, hey, I mean, it's up to you, but he already has Vanquish Soul at that point. Might as well just grab all the cards together. That's why I love deck cores, because you don't have to go ahead and individually search for cards. You get everything when, release hits, they ship everything to you. So that's good to see. And, the ultra rares for this, for K9, are expensive. They're about, 55, one is 15. So, it does add up, especially if you need threes. So I would say that it's good to get, deck cores typically, but, if you can wait, definitely wait. There's nothing wrong with that as well. And then Draco Tales, again, pretty justified for 180. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below, of course. And let's go into the Starlight Rare. So the Starlight Rares here, we do have K9 Lupus, which is a $15 ultra, but we'll get into that. We have the Yuumi Snatchy. So really cool, 130 though. For Link 1, we know how broken Link 1s are, okay? We have Draco Tail, Flamina, and okay, 130, and the same thing for Cupsy. So pretty much everything is almost the same, but we know with Cupsy, it is like the main one, and it's like the cutest one, so you guys already know, 130, but will it actually stay this price? Probably not. Next up, we have the Collector's Rare, and immediately, Snatchy is sold out. So either sold out or they weren't able to actually pull enough to actually put in stock. But 60 bucks is kind of crazy. And with Cupsy too, it's kind of like, is that worth 60, right? We'll get into the ultra rare for that, but just a little thoughts here. I wouldn't buy it for 60. That's just my opinion. But who knows? Of course, we have the Lupus, which is 25, and it is 15 bucks for the ultra rare, which we will just quickly take a look at. 15 bucks. So at that point, you can justify, is it worth maybe I just upgrade, go to CRs, for 10 extra bucks, so 30 bucks for the playset. That's not a bad decision, but it is up to you guys, of course. Prices go up, prices go down. Make that decision for your own. But number 67 pair of dice Smasher for 20 bucks, not worth it because it's literally becoming a rare and maybe super rare for this set. So buy for less than $1. You guys are good. Going to the ultra rare now, we do have, of course, the Azuna, which is really expensive for $55 or $59.99. And we have the Lupus, like I said, $14.99, so 15 bucks. And then we have the Draco Flaminia for 20 bucks. You do have the Draco Arthalion for 15 bucks, said that correctly. And a bunch of Draco Tails for like 15, 20, not bad. The Yuumi Snatch, the Link 1 is 20 bucks, which is actually pretty good. And then everything is, fairly priced. You do have a lot of the Yuumi cards in Ultra, that's why it justifies that deck core price. And then finally, you have the Lucius, the ultra rare, for $20 for Draco Tales. So going into the super rares, and a lot of them, of course, are going to be cheap because they're super rare. But just going down, and you can kind of see like there are some really good printings. Like I said, pair of dice, really good here. We did the leak video the other day, and it was great to see this card. This is the #1 reprint in terms of a super rare in this set. You have the artifact Durandal, which is also a pretty good one as well. But going further down here, everything else is just more archetype. But we love to see those little add-ons. And then we have Cross Sheep, which was not the best, but hey, not bad, right? And Behemoth, the King of 100 Battles. I'm not too sure if this is the retrain of this or if this actually is just a reprint. I want to say retrain, but let me know down below if you guys know. And then going into the final one, which is the rares, of course. You have Nash Knight. You do have Chronomaly Vimana, Obedient Schooled as a rare, so 25 cents compared to like $8-10 for the ultra rare, not bad. 61 Volcanosaurus, which is really good here because you do play that for K9, so it's great to see that. And then going further down, you have Overlay Booster. Okay. Millennium Eyes Restrict, very good too. Did not have many printings. It was expensive for a long time. You have the Dragon Fusion Super Poly Target, not bad as well. And then Reese Period Map, King of the Swamp, you know, for older formats, if you want to use it for there. But other than that, everything is pretty good. Jack in the Hand, there was a common for that, so that wasn't really expensive. And randomly, the Kinga Bio, okay. And Patchwork here, Patchwork, yes. And probably the 30th version of polymerization, so not bad. And then just randomly, just like Fluffle Sport here, reprints here. But yeah, everything else is pretty much, you know, standard. So overall, would I say, you know, is it worth buying to the set pre-sale? I want to say yes, because, you know, a lot of these decks are broken, and I think out of everything here, the one that's going to be like least valued might be Draco Tails or K9, depending how it is, because, you know, when you have to think about it, right, like, okay, Vanquish Soul K9, people are probably going to put more money in terms of the Vanquish Soul cards and the K9 cards. They might go down, you know, it might just be like a set overhype, and then when it starts to settle, it will go down in price. Draco Tails, depending on how it does in the meta, will go up or even down. So, you know, you kind of have to just watch those prices. But overall, I would say that it is worth buying in, you know, pre-sale if you're planning to buy, you know, some of these decks. Now, if you want singles, like you want the pair of dice, it's good to just grab them. I mean, you know, why not? But at the same time, you'll still get them at locals or something. It's just a rare. But yeah, guys, I think that overall it's a good idea to buy it if you're looking to buy one of these decks or additional support cards. Let me know, of course, what you guys think down below. And if I missed anything, let me know, of course, in the comment section. But guys, that's all I have for you for today's video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated the next time I upload new videos. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you have the rest of your day or night. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.